Alright, so in this video, we're gonna react to this woman talking about how age has affected her daily experiences. I'm guessing it's in relationships and stuff like that, but we'll see. But how age has affected her experiences as a woman. So let's see.
One thing I notice about aging is people start to treat you so differently. When I was younger, people would be nicer to me. Like, they would go out of their way to talk to me, smile at me, hold doors open.
And you know what's interesting, before we get into this and see what she's about to say, all of the things that she just said and might actually say are things I bet you she did not really appreciate when she was younger. All right, it's just a thing. Of course, this guy's going to open a door for me. Of course, these guys are going to compliment me, to the point where women don't even really pick up on compliments because they get it so much. They really don't value it. And then what happens is they start to value it as it, starts going away.
But as I've gotten older, what I'm noticing is that people, they don't do that. It's almost like you become slowly more and more invisible. I feel like the only people that really see me are other middle-aged women. It's like we give each other this knowing look. And I saw a video about how Karens are women who used to have pretty privilege.
Before she just said that word, I was literally thinking the word pretty privilege, because all of what she kind of just said was speaking about pretty privilege. And women don't really value and just know that they really do have a pretty privilege when they're younger. They just think this is normal, like what she just said kind of is the experience of every guy almost. Like, guys would never complain. Like, we would never complain, as we're getting older, women are stopping complimenting us, because we just don't get compliments as much as they do anyway. Do you get what I'm saying?
I can totally see that being a thing, because you get this privilege that people treat you nice and just give you extra attention that maybe other people don't receive. And then whenever that starts to slowly fade away and then completely stop, it's like, if you aren't aware of what's happening, you feel like something's wrong with everybody else. What the freak is wrong? Why is everybody so rude and everybody so dismissive?
And I bet you people are not rude, they're just not as nice and appeasing like people are. And people shouldn't be like that to young pretty girls. This is literally why their egos go so high. And what she's experiencing is just this calm down, where her ego is this high. She's being treated like this. Girls, as we know, we always use that example of you can get into clubs for free. People will rush to open your door. People might pay your petrol and your gas. You can just go to dinner and expect to be paid for. All of these privileges that women get, despite claiming that they're oppressed and the world hates them and all of this stuff. They don't appreciate it when they're actually getting it. And really what's just happening is she's just getting brought down to an average person's reality. Even a woman who isn't at the highest level of physical attractiveness, this is probably her reality too, no matter how old she is.
Why isn't everybody bending over backwards for me? Well, that's because we were given privilege just based on something as shallow as the way we look. And so we thought that was the world, like how the world was, but it's not.
Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not conscious of what the value of their looks truly are. And then when you try to tell them, like, a lot of your value is based in youth, beauty, fertility, and all of these things, they're like, oh yeah, that's just misogynistic, blah blah blah. And then she's experiencing that, and what it sounds like is she wants those things back. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy, because you use the words bending over. Why are people not bending over backwards for me? That shouldn't actually be a right.
A lot of people don't live in a reality that is like that. So I'm not complaining. It's just an adjustment to live in this new reality. It also clears out the people who aren't here for the right reasons. So that is a positive thing. It really only brings more genuine and real relationships in. So that's something, but it is an adjustment.
That is so crazy. She said it's like a life adjustment. And going back on what she said before, right? She called looking good shallow. But if looking good is truly that shallow, why do women put so much effort into looking good? Why are they going to do their makeup for 2 hours? It's not shallow. Because if it was that shallow, you wouldn't spend 2 hours doing it. You know, on some level, how important it is in terms of attracting things to you. It's just that they don't really, they just think it's going to continue forever, right? And then the other thing is this, when she's saying life adjustment, and when I talk about the value of looks, that is what makes a woman high value. They know this. This is why they spend 2 hours. Like, you as a woman, you know this, like, looking good, you want to do anti-aging, you want to wear the right dress, you want to wear waist trainers or things that suck in your stomach or whatever, you want to wear push-up bras, you want to wear, there are even clothes that make your ass look bigger, you know, heels, all of this stuff. That is where the value is for a woman. Now, that is equal to the financial status or just social status of a man. And what she said sounded like a man who was rich and like he had to come back down to reality and he lost all of his money. And he's like, yeah, I got to adjust to, you know, just living like this. I don't get to spend £10,000 here and $20,000 there. He's having to adjust to life like everyone else. And it literally sounds the same thing, you know, I'm seeing for a woman. You got to adjust to not being the rich person you was before. So it's very interesting. But at least she's not complaining. She said it's just an observation, right? So at least I can respect that. But I want to know what you think. So comment down below. Let Reemus know. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.